So you're gonna have to bear with me because I'm not gonna go out and say the C virus. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna be calling names out like that, because I'm not trying to get my video flagged. You understand? So I'm basically gonna have to say the shot or the vac or something like that, to that nature. You understand? But I'm not gonna directly say the blah 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 blah. You understand? So you're gonna have to bear with me. So it appears as though that a lot of companies are making it mandatory for their employees to get shot or be fired. Even in the NBA, they're making it mandatory that the players get the shot or they have to sit it out. You know what I'm saying? And it's no telling, how many seasons they may have to sit it out for. Kyrie Irving stated that he wasn't going to get the shot. And he's being fined. I don't know however much per game that he misses. You understand? And in my opinion, it shouldn't be mandatory for you to get that shot. But I will say this. If you're dealing with their society, their rules, their regulations, and normally you adhere to it, then I don't understand how you would disagree with it now. You understand? Like, prime example, in order for your children to attend public school, you have to get certain shots for them. And I can honestly tell you, my children are homeschooled, and they've never had any type of shots at all. But it was at one point in time, things get a little hectic, and it's just that plain and simple. You understand? Where, we were really considering putting them in public school. And they were like, well, you're gonna have to get shots, or, if we can, kind of like tell them that it's against our religion, blah, 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 that may be a pass. But other than that, they're gonna have to get the shot. And it's crazy to me because I'm not really like here to defend either party. I'm just not. You know what I'm saying? But what I am here to do is just question. And the questions that I have is for the government. You understand? It's for companies and corporations that are making it mandatory, for you to have the shot. It's crazy to me that you're saying that you're looking out for our best interest, right? You want to make sure that this virus, is taken care of, right? So you're overall concerned with our health. What I'm trying to understand is, why is it that you're making it mandatory for people to get the shot, but not making it mandatory for people to eat fruit, vegetables, things that's gonna boost up your immune system, things that's gonna make you healthier? Why are you not making it mandatory for people to exercise? Like, you know what I'm saying? If you don't exercise 30 to 60 minutes per day, you can't work here. If you're concerned with a person's health, why are you not making it mandatory for them to stop spraying chemtrails in the sky? Why are you not making it mandatory for grocery stores to stop selling genetically modified foods to your employees? If you're concerned about the welfare of your employees and overall health, that's what I want to know. Why not stop cities from cleaning recycled water? Because that's what I don't know if you all realize that. Tap water is recycled water. You understand? They have to clean it. So they use chemicals such as ammonia, chlorine, fluoride to clean the water. And I hate to sound nasty, but it's just the truth. We're drinking like water that had tampons in it, feces, all types of shit. I'm trying to understand why the government or why companies and corporations are not making it mandatory for each city to use a different method in order to clean the recycled water that they're giving to their citizens of that specific city and state. I just want to know. Hell, if you're really, really concerned, right? Why not just, and that is companies and corporations and the government, why not just come together and, I'm telling you, all y'all come together, the government, companies, corporations, you know what I'm saying? All y'all come together and put out one last and final stimulus check that will pay off each American citizen for a whole year. That way you don't have to worry about them getting a shot. You don't have to worry about one person coming to work and having the V. You know, like I said, I'm not going to say it. And spreading it out to everybody else. See, you're not going to do that. Because you all have an agenda. And it's just that plain and simple. You're not concerned. Neither do you give a fuck. You don't. You have bars that are actually handing out. They're saying this: if you go get the shot, we'll give you a free beer. You got Krispy Kreme saying if you go get the shot, we'll give you a free donut. How is that helping out anyone's immune system? How? Because they don't tell you that you have a 9 out of 10 chance of actually, you know what I'm saying, getting through the V. That the V is not as terrible as they say it is. I know because well, I'm not going to mention specifically what family member had it, but one of my family members had it, and their whole family, their immediate family had it. So one of my family members, her daughter, her 2 daughters and her son and her husband had it. She had it too. And she did what she had to do, you know what I'm saying, for next several different, several days. I can't talk straight up like that because I don't want my video to get flagged. And after that, boom, it was gone. And let me tell you something. These people that are passing away like that, I talked to a male nurse at the YMCA, and he was telling me about, younger people, perfect health, and gone. Had it, and the next day they were gone. And I'm sitting here and I'm saying to myself, well, if you're telling me this, right? And I asked him, I said, don't you think that there's something else that they're not telling us? Because that V, on an average, it don't take you out in one day. That plain and simple. This is an agenda, man. And in my opinion, I think that what they're doing, companies, corporations, they're always working along with the government. What they're doing is they're trying to see just how far they can take it. Just how much we are being controlled, or how much they can control us. See, controlling us like this ain't good enough. They want full control. And that's what this is all about. It don't have nothing to do with a person's health. It doesn't have anything to do with the government or any companies or corporations being concerned. None of that. At all. I just found out that they passed a law for everybody to wear seatbelts because there were a certain amount of car wrecks You know what I'm saying? Prior to you being required by law to wear a seatbelt, there were a lot of car wrecks that happened and people had died without, because they weren't using seatbelts. And that killed car insurance. That killed it. The payout. They had to keep on paying out. People were dying. And the car insurance agencies, like for an example, Allstate, was losing money. So what did they do? They got some lobbyists to go on Capitol Hill, and pay off your senators and your House of Representatives, or your Congress, and thus the law was passed. They don't do shit just because. They don't do shit because they care. It's all about this and control, money and power. That's what it's about. They give two fucks about us. That plain and simple. I've been knew about this. I've been knew about it. It's simple. Like, why is it that our street scholars, right? Our teachers, the people that we look up to, you know what I'm saying? Why can't they just give it to us simple? Like, prime example, I'm gonna tell you one way you can see plain as day how they don't give a fuck about us. The public school system. Do they teach youth? We all adults, right? For those that are not, you're still in school, right? Do they teach you anything about money? How to make it? The origin of money? Why was money or our American currency created? What was the purpose? Do they teach you anything about the stock market? Do they teach you anything about investing? Do they teach you anything about owning land? How to buy certain properties? No, they don't. Because they don't want you to know this shit. They want you to just continue to be a slave no matter what race you are. See, white people seem to think that they have white privilege. Yeah, you do to a certain extent. But at the end of the day, don't you have to pay rent, the water bill, the light bill just like everybody else? You're not exempt from that. You can't go to your landlord right now and say, hey, listen, I like to pay my rent with a white privilege. They're going to be like, all right, cool. I'm about to throw your ass out. So we all are slaves. It's just that white people, this is dedicated to you. You just treat it a little bit more better. That's it. Other than that, let me tell you something. You know that. You know that these elitists, they'll throw your ass out in a quick minute. Period. They don't give a fuck about you. They'll call me a nigga and call you white trash. They'll look down on you like they'll look down on me for not having money. I learned that a long damn time ago. You know what I'm saying? It was a time prior to this situation, you know what I'm saying, that I'm in right now. Like, I'm uncomfortable, I'm good. But it was a time before that, you know what I'm saying, where I had a decent amount of money. Some shit happened. Well, let me take it back. So I had a decent amount of money. I was paying my bills on time. Man, everybody was loving me. At the time, I was with Sprint, far as my cell phone service. I would come in, you know what I'm saying, in the store to pay my, my bill. And they will offer me new phones all the time. They knew me by first and last name. Landlord, everybody loved me when they saw me coming in. And the minute I lost, you know what I'm saying, my money and a way of making money is the minute that I ain't hear from them. You know what I'm saying? It was a letter in the mail. It wasn't like, oh, well, Mr. Such and such, Mr. Langston, we understand, and we're trying to work things out. You have been a valuable customer. None of that shit. It was either you pay or we gonna disconnect, or in the case of when me renting an apartment or a home at that time, we gonna evict your ass. That plain and simple. Don't nobody care about you and your family. Sleepy Joe? You think Sleepy Joe cares? They caught that man in a lie a couple years back when he said he graduated from the top of his class in high school, and you know what I'm saying, he went to an Ivy League college and he got degrees and all the rest of this shit. Come to find out, he finished last, the bottom of his class and shit. You believe Sleepy Joe Biden? Same man that said that blacks shouldn't go to school in his kids' high school? Sleepy Joe don't give a fuck. Most of these politicians don't give a fuck about the people. All they care about is re-elections. To be re-elected, that's it. They tolerate blacks. That's what they do. They put up with your shit, with our shit. Well, I say not ours, because I don't give a fuck about them. But they put up with your shit. You know what I'm saying? So every time, you know, it gets close to, you know, them being re-elected, you know, they gotta go to the black church. They gotta kiss a few babies. They gotta do whatever dance is out, you know, whatever black dance is out is on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? They gotta talk black. I'm pretty sure they're getting sick and tired of that shit. But they got a tap dance for you. The Republicans won't do none of that shit, but the Democrats sure will. Republicans is like, yo, I don't get the black vote. I don't give a fuck. That's gangster to me. Democrats is fake as shit. But don't nobody give a fuck. And now all of a sudden they got the shots for the kids now. Man, this is crazy, man. And there are people that get the shot, and then they got to get the booster joint, and then they got to get this and that and so forth, and see that same pharmaceutical company 2 years later to get this and that, and those same people that got to get all of this shit drop dead. And they got all of the proper requirements that's going to so-called protect them from that V. Because you know I ain't saying it. The CV, I'll say that. You know what that stands for. C19V. Nah, that's all right. I'll take my chances. I will. You know what I'm saying? Yo, this is a day and time where it's actually the power to the people. You understand? And what we have to do, you know, is we have to work very hard in order to do for self. Because it's gonna get worse. And we haven't even got to the part where automation is I haven't even talked about that like that. Automation is coming up next. You know, I just seen on the news yesterday that their goal, their aim is to have unmanned 18-wheeler trucks out on the road by 2023. So we haven't even talked about automation and how Amazon, you all are, you know, on assembly lines working for Amazon in the warehouse, robots will be taking over your jobs. Straight up. Elon Musk has created a stand-up, like, humanoid-looking robot. Like, the motherfucker could do what regular people could do. So we haven't even gotten to, like, automation and how that's gonna affect jobs. Yo, we gotta do for self. We knew this day was coming. I knew it. You understand? And I tried my best to tell people. But, you know, of course, people are gonna do what they want to do. And it comes a time where I have to, you know, look out for myself. It's called self-preservation. So I'm working very hard in order that I can be able to be financially secure for the next couple years to come. Because at the end of the day, yo, seriously, this about to be over. Like, there's definitely not gonna be a middle class. It's either you're gonna have it or you're not. That plain and simple. So it is what it is, man. Stop relying on your government, your politicians, and House of Congress, your House of Representatives, and senators, and overall Congress. They don't have no love, man. For real. These pharmaceutical companies, come on, man. They ain't got no love, and you know it. They're the ones that help do that to Big Mama. If you get what I'm saying. I hate talking in codes and circles, but I just don't want this video to get flagged. Regardless of whatever you do, whether you want to get the shot or not, you know what I'm saying? If you feel as though that your back is against the wall, I get it. I respect either way. I respect it either way. It's your choice. You know what I'm saying? It's your body. For the most part, I'm not gonna get anything that they're gonna put inside me where I can at least, like, seriously, like, do you even know what the ingredients that they're using? Straight up. Like, even when you go to the grocery store, you know, you buying bullshit. We all know that. But they give you the opportunity to, you know what I'm saying, look at the back of the box and say, nah, I don't want that. Because I can't even pronounce what ingredient that's in these cookies. I just want some regular cookies. Goddamn formaldehyde, the benzol oil. Like, you know what I'm saying? They don't even tell you what's in it. Hey man, I hope you all like this video. Got something out of it. Other than that, my name is Langston 2092. I want you to like, comment, subscribe, definitely share this video. Peace.